beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I do not do personal readings, okay? I only give one away in a competition once a month if I can. I'll let you know how to win one right at the end of this reading. But let's get straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, so what's in store for you? Well, October does bring a Hunter's Moon. Now, the Hunter's Moon does not occur in October every year. It occurs every 3 to 4 years, okay? So this is a different moon that will occur in October. A very challenging time for most, but it is about flushing out opportunities and sort of opportunities that will help you towards the rest of the year. So for you, it's actually quite exciting because your 11th house of manifestation is connected about your homes, your dreams, and what it is that you're trying to manifest with things like law of attraction. And also your 5th house of having fun is also activated. So, you know, I feel like it's a really positive time for you in terms of general energy, getting a bit more creative, manifesting new love, or, you know, reconnecting with friendships and inching closer and closer to any goals and dreams there. Now, we do have, you know, Mercury is in retrograde, of course. So, you know, communication will be a little bit difficult. Expect a little bumpy ride, you know, missed emails or missed phone calls. So just keep an eye on that. Also, people return from the past in terms of retrogrades. That doesn't have to be ex-loves, but it can be friends, it can be lovers, it can be, you know, colleagues. Anybody that you've lost touch with kind of comes around again in this time period. Also, we've got Uranus in retrograde, which is actually more positive energy. It gives you confidence, a boost of confidence there, and also brings out the best in you. So if your 11th and 5th house of fun and manifestation is activated, it makes you a bit more creative, but also helps you connect to the right people, networking wise or love wise. It's actually quite a positive experience for you. Now also Saturn is in retrograde till the 10th of October, which is about doing the inner work. Okay, once you do that inner work, you prepare yourself for success. So it squares Uranus, so that is the planet of expansion. So expect positive things to come for you, but you know, you will be navigating a little bit of a bumpy ride. Also, you know, we've got Halloween at the end of the month where the veil between worlds is thinner, so expect ancestral messages coming through there, or you know, some odd sort of synchronicities which are actually messages from spirit. So pay close attention, keep your eyes peeled. Now, your protagonist energy is the Fool card. So that sort of frivolous energy, I'm not surprised to see this in your reading. Now, the full moon is actually in Aries at the end of October, and you've got 2 major Aries cards here, Fool card and the Magician. So you're going to really benefit from that moon. The Fool card says, be curious, be open. This is your protagonist energy. You're kind of seeing where things will go. Okay, I feel like you're opening yourself up a little bit more, releasing attachments. You know, it's almost like if you've had a plan, you can still have that plan, you can still have that goal, that dream, but you're being a little bit more loose with how you get there, which is kind of really exciting, because then you open the way for anything to move forward, anything to happen there, and more positive things show up when you're not controlling or crushing a dream. If you're sort of like, it must go like this, it has to be this person, it has to be that, then things become a little bit stuck and stagnant, but you're opening yourself for you know, the good stuff. I feel like you're having faith that anything is possible, but when you get the Fool card, it is a fresh hope. You're taking a leap of faith in a certain area, coming out of your comfort zone and opening yourself up to a new adventure. Now, Sag, I always say that you are the explorer of the universe and of the zodiac even. You're always, you know, excited to experience everything that the world has to offer. You're very interesting, you're very passionate, and you lead with that enthusiasm for life. It's not like an accident that the Page of Fire, who's very enthusiastic and adventurous, is a Sagittarian energy, okay? But with this Fool card, I feel like you're going on a new journey. There's something here, you're being optimistic, and you know that what is coming for you is going to be positive, that the universe will provide. Now, I do feel like there's an element here, Sag, and this is not your natural state. I will pull a card on it. You need to show off your skills a little bit more. Come out of the shadows. If you've been feeling a little bit cynical recently, or a little bit disconnected from your center, lost motivation or drive, or if you've been unprepared for this level of negativity, because you may have been hit by a wave of negativity with that Pisces moon. It really hit a lot of people quite hard this year. And I'm not surprised, especially with, world circumstances that are going on around at the moment. It tends to chip away at the human psyche. But I feel like you're bouncing back is what I get. This Fool card says, you're trying to sort of leave that behind and come back a little bit more to your center. They really want you to come out of the shadows, peacock yourself, show your wonderful self off, your skill set. Now, normally you'd let your work speak for yourself, speak for itself. If this is in terms of work, I feel like that came up for the Taurus reading as well. To get out there, perhaps you've got Taurus placements, to really show your skill set off. Don't draw any attention to your weaknesses. We've all got them, but we don't need to dwell on them. I feel like it's about just empowering yourself and moving forward with confidence. Have that childlike naivety that, everything's going to work out just fine, and it will, okay? Now, let me just pull a quick card on that to see. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Now, just to let you know, I was using the White Witch Tarot to open the spread there. That's by Maya de Aust. Now I'm using the wonderful Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck there by Matt Hughes. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Exact same cards that came up for Taurus. So if you do have Taurus placements, interesting that the two cards came up there. Basically, it says with that Page of Cups here, if there's anything that you felt, how can I put that? If there's anything here that you felt does not love you back, for example, or does not invest in you the way that you invest in it, I feel like you're finding that level of self-sufficiency where you've got this all by yourself. I feel like you're not letting anybody or any, if someone depends on you, for example, and it's becoming a bit of a burden. Now, I don't mean if, for example, I really want to put this the way that they're giving it to me is, of course, if you are someone who is a carer for someone, that would never be a burden, okay? But if you feel like there's energy vampires in your world who just take from you, and always come to you for help, or whenever you reach out to this person or this situation and you never get anything back from it if you need, then I feel like you're releasing that. The Page of Cups in the reverse can mean, an unrealistic kind of energy or unrealistic expectation. So, I feel like you're releasing any unrealistic expectations, and you're being really committed to your goals and your dreams. This is the start of something big. Now, you may be setting up your own business, for example, and you've got a plan. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very grounded and practical, but is committed to a goal or a dream, and with honest hard work and a good sort of use of resources, you will get there, okay? It basically, this says, don't let anyone distract you or put you, if there's any immature energy around you at the moment trying to push your buttons or anything like that, just focus on your goals, your dreams, and plow on through there. I feel like I do feel like there's going to be people who are willing to help you with your endeavors, but I feel more than anything, you got this, Sag, okay? I feel very self-sufficient. The Queen is often the power behind the throne, so any ideas that you've got, I feel like you will use those wonderful ideas and manifest more money. The Queen of Pentacles often has a bunny rabbit in it. There's no bunny rabbit here, but there's normally a rabbit in the Queen of Pentacles, which means you're going to multiply your money. You're looking after your family, and you're keeping you and yourself and your loved ones safe, and there is a stable energy in terms of your money. Don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone if you feel there is more money further afield. I mean, it's not about greed, Sag. I feel this is more about stability, but there may be something that you feel is a gamble, or you're taking a risk on something that you've never done before. I feel like it's, I feel like, I just get this energy of you're adulting, okay? And that it's going to be really financially a viable option for you. And you will do things like, I don't know, maybe save for a home, or do some DIY or at home, or because the Queen of Pentacles is all about domesticity. Now we've got the Chariot card, which is in your resistance position. So you may have felt for a very long time that you've been stuck, you're not really moving forward, and maybe have lost a little bit of hope, or a little bit of, I feel like there's some days where you're like, oh, really, again, we're doing this? Oh gosh, does anything ever change? So I do feel like there is change coming, and I feel like you're trying to inject that childlike hope energy. I feel like you're trying to really embrace life in a positive way, positive sense. But the Chariot card says there's been, either you've been stopped in your tracks, or you've felt a little bit like you've been questioning a direction that you've been going in. Now this is your challenge for the month, okay? So it's really interesting. It's like, I'm really hopeful that I'm going to just go for it and be successful, or get what I want. So for example, if you're looking for love, you're taking a first step, you're coming out of a comfort zone and show yourself off, because there's only one you, Sag. Nobody else can be you. You can't be anyone else. So you got to love yourself fully, because you've got one life here at this moment in time. Live it. Let the next life take care of itself when you get there. But the Chariot card says you're moving forward, but then also you feel like you're not really moving at all. Okay, this is about, the challenge is to find that motivation, that drive. Perhaps you've been feeling, you lost your mojo, or you've been feeling a little bit of self-doubt recently. There's going to be moments of defeat where you feel like, I feel blocked, I can't move forward, or maybe I can't do this. That's natural human emotion. Everybody has those feelings. Even the people who are the most successful in the world, they have those doubts. They are human, but they ignore the doubts. They feel the fear and they do it anyway. That's the point, okay? And I feel like you're going to do that with that Temperance card right there. You can see all that anxiety, fear, but regardless, you're going to move forward and you're going to be successful, okay? So, very powerful energy. The challenge is you have what it takes to be victorious and overcome any obstacle. As long as you've got that determination, that motivation, that drive, you're the master or the mistress of your own destiny. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And more importantly, you can do it in October, because your 11th and 5th house is activated, which is enjoying what you do, having fun. And when you do that, you actually raise your vibrations. When people say, Sag, take a rest, take 5 minutes, take an hour, just take a break, maybe have an extra snooze, a cat nap or something like that, it actually really helps your vibrations to rise, okay? It's important to take a rest, of course, but also your 11th house is activated, which is manifestation. Now, law of attraction states, you can have what you want if you see it in your mind, attach some feeling to it, how you feel to have it. I would say, imagine it like you got it right now, like you're thankful for it, and it shows up quicker. Thoughts become things. But if you don't know, because this is in your resistance position, if you don't know which direction you should be going in, then you can be a little bit clouded on what it is that you actually want. So try to be a little bit more precise on which way you're driving your chariot, as it were. And I feel like then take the first step. Just take that leap of faith, and it will come towards accomplishment, okay? Also, I feel, now, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, watch out for, if you've got a car, for example, I'd make sure it was all serviced and all like that. I don't see anything negative here, but I do see someone with car trouble at this moment in time. So just be a little bit mindful of that. There may be like, a flat tire, or, your oil is low, or, you need to put a little bit more water in the, the thing that does the windscreen wipers or whatever. Just make sure everything's all in order before you set out, especially on a long journey, because you wouldn't want to be by the wayside going, damn it, I got, a flat tire and I haven't got a spare, or, I ran out of, I've seen the news reports in the UK where, you know, they've got a lot of like fuel shortages and things like that, or whatever's going on. I'm not here to get political, but you know, just be a little bit mindful that you got everything to cover you before you go. I mean, you may get need to go on a journey, or you decided to go on a journey and your car won't start. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Now, anyway, moving on, we have I mean, you may have even before this reading just now, because they showed me someone trying the ignition a couple of times, and it's like, you know, you have to sort of jig it a couple of times before it starts moving again. Okay, so I see someone doing that. So if that was you this morning before you listened to this reading, or this afternoon, or this evening, or whenever you're listening to the reading, there's something in this message for you. But anyway, the outcome. So we have the unified energy as Temperance, which is a card of patience. Now, Sag, of course, everybody hates that word. If we could take it out in the dictionary, we would. Nobody wants to be told patience and wait and hold off and moderation and all those things. It can get very frustrating. But this patience card, this Temperance card, is about balance, it's about harmony, but it's also about re-examine your priorities. Is what is making you anxious that you are trying to achieve, is it worth it? You got to re-examine your motives and your values. Does it sit well with your soul? Is there a reason why it's making you feel a little bit nervous? Is it because you feel deep down it's the wrong thing to do? Or is it deep down it feels like the really right thing to do, but it feels like a monumental task? If that's the case, break it down into little pieces. Either way, your patience will help you move through this anxiety, feel that fear, and do it anyway, and you will rise up following your heart. This bird of prey, well, it's actually a dove there, has a heart there. Following its heart, it leads to peace. So basically, they really want you to check in with your intuition when you get the Temperance card, because it's basically like, okay, I want to do this, but the universe has sent me a delay. Why is there a delay? The delay is to ask yourself the questions. Does this sit right with me? Is this really what I want to do? Does this actually make me feel good about myself? Am I putting a lot of effort and time into something that's not really rewarding? So you really ask those questions. When you decide, actually, I do still want to hold my vision and move forward on it, then the universe goes, okay, look, Sag really wants this, so send it on in. Okay, so when things are right, divine timing happens and things like that, things start happening quickly, just like perfectly, the way that you're hoping for. It always is an indication that you're on the right path when things start to come a little bit easier, and you're going to see that in October. The Magician card says accomplishment, skills, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, your focus is necessary, but you will achieve it, okay? You'll be concentrating on some sort of opportunity or pathway, for example. I feel like if you've been weighing up which direction you go in, all of a sudden it's almost like you're going, oh, let's just take the leap of faith anyway and just focus on the task at hand. The Magician card is also about steering clear of manipulation or anyone who feels controlling. This is about using your creativity. You have everything you need within you in order to create your destiny. Very powerful manifestation card, okay? Especially if you're trying to ambitiously move forward on something. To get the Magician card and the Fool card and the Chariot, especially when your 11th house is activated, is a very big deal, okay? So I would say thoughts become things. Do a lot of manifestation or writing things down. I would see it as a vision if you can. A lot of people cannot. So if you cannot, please maybe watch a video online or something of how to connect with your visions. And use its force for good, of course. Now let us see what is coming in the details. I'm doing a Celtic cross for you. I'm using the Mystical Moments Tarot by CATRIN WELZ STEIN. Now, as I'm shuffling, they just said Charmaine. Charmaine. So I feel like it's a name. Yeah, I think, so if your name is Charmaine, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. Maybe someone you're dealing with. It may be someone that is important to you, Charmaine. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, it may be a word that means something else in another language that I'm not privy to. So if it resonates for you, please take it. If not, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, okay? So I knew the Page of Wands was going to show up in your reading. I just feel it, that bold energy. It's not, as I said, it's not a mistake that has shown up for you. Six of Swords. Oh, okay. They want one more in this position. That is so unusual. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Okay. Just going to get all your cards in the spread before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Got King of Pentacles. We got a lot of kings here, Sag. There is some serious sort of bossing up energy. And the Emperor? Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay. We've got a 9 of Wands here, and we have a King of Wands. Interesting. So we start with the King of Wands, and your last card is a King of Wands. In this deck, there are 2 Kings of Wands, 2 Emperors, things like that. The deck does stipulate, you know, you can take them out, but my guides, when I always meditate on a cleanse and meditate a deck before I actually use it. And my guides asked me to keep them all in. Okay, because each king represents something and they can work with the energy with me. So it's interesting that you've got all kings. What's going on, Sag? This is a very powerful month for you. Okay, Wands, Pentacles, and Swords. Seeing things clearly. Oh, you got every... They just said you got every king. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I just realized you do have a King of Pentacles as well. Hang on a minute. No, you haven't got a King of Water. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. You've got every king. Maybe the other king is about to come out. Let's see. Anyway, so we're starting very, very passionately. King of Wands, okay? Now, this is you being inspired. It's just like that Fool card, okay? There is, you know, this is about you shining your light and sort of taking some sort of leap of faith. The King of Wands is an influencer, okay? So your visions, your dreams, your goals, they have value. Stand true to them. This is you being really sort of boldly going after something. The Fool does that. The Fool boldly just takes a leap of faith and goes, you know what, the universe will provide. I trust the universe. But I feel you've got some mature energy about you, Sag, where you've also got knowledge. King of Swords there says you've been thinking before you act. You're not actually just, you know, you've got a strategy. So King of Wands, you may feel more creative in September, in October, than you've done for a long time. You're finding that motivation, that drive, but also the King of Wands is about confidence, okay? It's about not being closed off to new ideas. It's about letting the inspiration or whatever it is you do, you know, sort of really master that and align yourself for success. I mean, this is a big success card, okay? You've got your eye on the prize here. I feel like that inner spark is... I feel like you're leveling up because they're really showing me the fleur-de-lis that is on top of this wand here. Now, the fleur-de-lis for me always connects to the Emperor card, and you do have an Emperor card in the spread. Okay, so I feel like if you are in, you know, a career that you're trying to rise up within, I feel like you got your eye on the top spot and you're going to get there. Okay, I mean, of course, it's going to take hard work, strategy, and curiosity, but I feel like you're not afraid of that. Okay. Now, in terms of love, I feel like if you're single, I feel like it's been a while since anyone's really inspired you, okay? Or it's been a while since I feel like you're waiting for someone to really set that soul on fire of yours. So I will clarify a bit of love because we have some Knight of Cups coming on in here. So I feel like, you know, this is how you're feeling. This position, so you may be feeling that maybe there's a lack of love right now, and you know, or you're trying to open yourself up to a level of love. So let me just pull a card on this King of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you show me that King of Wands? What does my beautiful Sagittarians need to know? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Ace of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So you feel maybe at the moment with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse that there's no real options, okay? Or perhaps you feel like really disconnected from people or situations right now that you feel, you know, the universe has to send you a miracle to, and here it is. I mean, there's the Ace of Pentacles right there. So with that, you know, you don't seem to be in group settings at the moment to put yourself out there. So it's almost like you're shining your light and you're looking really attractive because the King of Wands is a very attractive energy, as well as the Queen of Wands. Very, you know, whenever someone says, oh, what does my person look like? When a King of Wands comes out, it says, whoa, this person is like off the charts. Pretty awesome. Okay, so I feel this is your energy. So you're shining your light. You got a lot of potential to attract not only opportunity in terms of career, but also in terms of love. But you may feel like, well, there's no one in your immediate vicinity that is really, you know, floating your boat, as it were, at this moment in time. Or perhaps you feel really disconnected from friendships, and you feel like there's nothing supporting that there is any love right at this moment in time. The Ace of Pentacles says that's all about to change. There's an offer coming on in. Just be your wonderful, confident self, okay? Because I know sometimes we all have those doubts, but you know, as I talked about that already. Let those go, let those flow. Ace of Pentacles says you will overcome any obstacles to get what you need. As you can see, all those mountains there, a hand from the universe comes on in. Now it's two hands here in this one. Normally it's one hand, but this is about stability, okay? So for example, if you're looking for a new job because where you're at, there's no team support, or you feel overwhelmed, that you know, there's a lot of office politics, and you feel like, you know, people, there's no workers' morale, and, you know, you are inspired to find something new. And the Ace of Pentacles says, here's a new job, or here's a new opportunity that's going to be really financially stable, and, you know, or maybe you're even hoping to get a promotion. You know, you're shining your light, inspiring others, but also sort of shining away. I feel like you're going to be noticed by the people who matter. And I feel like they're going to give you an offer. So definitely some sort of offer coming on in. I feel like, you know, creatively, there's money attached to this. But if you're looking for love, I feel like there's definitely some love coming on in here for you as well. Now, let us see. The challenge, though, is waiting. Okay, it's the same here. That patience card, the Hangman says you've waited a long time. This is the challenge. Now, you may have felt like there was a missed opportunity in the past because this is a challenge position. You may have even felt that your indecisiveness about something, you missed out on something. Okay, what you need to know, Sag, is that there is no such thing as missed opportunity, because what is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay, if there is a love situation that you're separated from right now, for whatever reason, I'm not here to go into the details. This is a general for the month. But if you want to be with that person again, you know, and it is meant for you, the universe will provide. The universe will make sure that you and this person can see things from a new perspective, and that you can come together and sort of surrender to the union. Equally, if you feel like a job opportunity, you know, passed you by, it's because something greater, something better is coming for you that actually puts your needs first, or connects to you on a deeper level. Whatever it is you've been waiting for, it may feel like you've sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears there, and you've been working really hard and nothing is happening, but that's all about to change. Now, deep down, this is what you're hoping for. 10 of Cups, happy family. You just want peace for your family, your friends, or those people in your social setting. I just got to say this for you, Sag, because I'm getting two energies from this. One is, you know, you want all these wonderful people in your life to be happy, to be healthy, to be, you know, grounded. Remember yourself. Okay, because sometimes I feel with this card, the energy that I'm getting at the moment, that you're forgetting about yourself a little bit. You're always, you know, making sure everybody that you care about is provided for. So you may be working really hard, making sure everybody's got, you know, I don't know, you know, the bills paid, or the food that they need, or the food that they want, or, you know, you make sure you reach out to friends and make sure they got what they need. You're sending little gifts here, there, and everywhere. Because right now they're showing me someone... Either you are looking at a little collage picture of you and your friends or family. It's like lots of little photos of you all in different moments, different snapshots. Either you're looking at that as you're listening to this reading, or you're making a collage as you're listening to this reading. They're just giving me that right now. So, you know, if you can see that, or you're making that, there's something in this reading for you. It doesn't mean it's not your reading if it does not connect to you, just so you're aware. Now, the second energy I'm getting from this is deep down, you may want to settle down, get married with someone, or build a home, build a family. But right now, you're shining your little light away, Sag, and, you know, you feel like nobody's noticing, or you feel like there's no opportunities. Nobody's really inspiring you to want to get to know them a little bit better, okay? So the Ten of Cups does indicate that deep down, you know, it's basically as so below, what is above you is, you know, is below you as well, okay? You know, I'm saying that sentence all wrong because Mercury is in retrograde, so all of a sudden my tongue just got really tongue-tied there. But what they're indicating here with this Ten of Cups, deep down, this is what you're hoping for. The King of Swords above says, okay, so you're thinking about it, but what are you doing about it? Okay, the King of Swords needs to take some action. The King of Swords often, you know, finds out deep down what the truth of a situation is. The truth is everything. And then, you know, then implements some sort of plan or strategy to get what you want or get what you need. So instinctively, I feel like you've, you know, sometimes, Sag, you are getting a little bit in your head about it all, and they really want you to make sure you keep more in your feelings, okay? The Ten of Cups says you can have that. You can manifest this. This is a very strong manifestation period. So if you want love, of course, you got to come out of a comfort zone. You got to peacock yourself, get on a dating website or something like that, or join a group setting where you can learn something that you're really interested in, because knowledge is very important. Knowledge holds the key, okay? So I feel like whatever you're curious about can bring you like an epiphany moment or an aha moment, but there's a lot of happiness. This card is about abundance. Deep down, you're actually magnetic, especially in the month of October, for abundance. Now, what is in the future? Sorry, in the past. The future is over here. There's a lot going on. 2 sixes, lots of synchronicity. Queen of Cups energy as well, which means follow your heart, but also put your own needs first. Page of Wands is in the past. So you may have felt a little bit disconnected from yourself, since this is your energy, Sag. You may have felt like that wonderful exploration energy that's deep within you has been cut short briefly because of what's going on around the world, of course, the pandemic. But I feel like the curiosity has been sparked on something. So whether it's a new project, a new idea, or you know, even somebody that you want to take a closer look at, I feel like it's in the workings. It's almost like they're showing me the Moon card right now. You don't have the Moon card, so I'm going to clarify this for you. Because the Moon card is often about, you know, uncertainty, curiosity, but also things just popping out of nowhere. We got the Death card there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You know, pages bring news, but they also bring something new towards you. Something is ending there. 2 of Swords, indecisive decision. 3 of Cups in the reverse. That's another 3 in the reverse. Let me see. We'll go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Thank you so much. 2 of Wands, waiting, waiting, waiting. Yeah, you feel like you're just on hold, and that's not someone you are. You're a person who does what they say they're going to do. You know, so the Death card may, it's in the upright, so I feel like you're changing something. There's a transitional period here where, you know, it's almost like you're looking at the old you. You may want to bring some elements of the old you back, but I feel like that curiosity, you know, you may feel still very curious, but you haven't been able to activate it or do something about it. You haven't been able to, something's piqued your interest, but you feel that you could not move forward on it. The Death card says either it's a new option or you are grieving the old you. You may feel because of the pandemic you've lost aspects of yourself, or you feel like you're on hold or disconnected from yourself. That's all about to change, okay? That you're moving away from that energy and you are persisting. The 3 of Wands says there is expansion here. There's going to be an array of opportunities that come your way, and you're going to align yourself with success. You're making really good choices. Even if you feel like you're not really moving anywhere, there is you know, harmony, and you know, you are aligning yourself with your heart's desire, okay? The 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands there says there needs to be some decision made here, and you know, you may have felt stagnant, stalemate energy where nothing is happening, but it's given you an opportunity to either compromise or make a decision. If you cannot compromise on something, it's time to leave it behind. 2 of Wands says you're waiting for something, whether that's travel plans, you're waiting to get out there, you're surveying the land, when is the right moment to make a move there. That 3 of Wands says you will move. You will be moving forward on, you know, finding love or opportunity, creative opportunities. You know, you're not going to stay stuck forever. In this time where you feel like either you've been grieving yourself or, you know, trying to work out who you are and what your needs are, the 3 of Cups says you may have disconnected from friends briefly, and you may feel a little bit sort of like this is something you had to do alone. Okay, that 3 of Cups energy, you may have felt like you can't engage in that. You can't engage in meeting up with people. I mean, that's an obvious thing to say, with some people are still in lockdown, some people are not. But the 3 of Cups, this is your past position. So I feel like you may have felt like the good old days are kind of in the past, and they may be staying there. That's all about to change for you. I feel like there's more positive energy coming towards you. 3 of Cups also says you're being more discerning. about your friendships, who you give your energy to, who deserves your energy and your love and your care, because I feel like you've learnt, you know, from the past that, you know, people struggle to give you back what you give them, and you're not asking for them to give you exactly what you give them, but you want it to be reciprocal. You want it to be balanced. You don't always want to be the person who has to venture forth and offer friendship and you know, do the legwork in relationships. So I feel like you're being a little bit more shrewd and discerning about that. Now, what is above you? A big old epiphany, a realization, clarity, a moment of seeing things very, very clearly. Now, also, this King of Swords is, you know, an energy of strategy, thinking before you act on something. So I feel like deep down, you're like, how do I get to this point? How do I get my abundance? How do I get my happy ever after? How do I smooth over the troubled waters with any family conflicts? Or how do I, you know, how do I navigate to get to this point? And then you're looking at how you would get to that point. The King of Swords there makes a decision and, you know, takes necessary steps to negotiate a better future for themselves. As you can see, this King of Swords has a sewing needle with thread there and lots of stars. So you may be healing something, healing a rift with someone during this time. Moons tend to bring about forgiveness. Now, of course, forgiveness is a big old complex word. Sometimes we should forgive just to lighten our own karmic load. Doesn't mean the other person deserves forgiveness. It means that you are not carrying it around with you as a weight around your neck, okay? You don't forget. Forgiveness and forget, they do not go together, okay? You don't forget because you keep that lesson with you, but with the King of Swords there, I feel like you're thinking about expansion, expanding opportunities, or moving forward on something that you've been thinking of for a long time. It's basically saying, I'm in pursuit of my happiness. How do I get there? What do I need to do to get there? What is it that I want? And, you know, what's the plan? What's my next step? And then taking action. I feel like you're cutting through the BS as well. You're being really honest with yourself. Now, in the near future, we've got a quite a positive energy, but also remember the retrograde is about as well. Six of Swords says you're going through a necessary rite of passage. Okay, you're got a different way of thinking now. You've got more maturity. You're moving away from any situations that make you mentally conflicted or overthinking, anything that makes you feel you know, that it's not right for you. This is you being moved to calmer waters. If you're wondering who you are or what aspects of you that you feel like you've lost out on or felt like you've been on hold for a while, that you don't even recognize yourself in elements anymore, this is an indication of you searching for where you fit in, where you feel like you're going to anchor yourself. Okay, you're protected by spirit during the troubled waters. You're being moved out of the troubled waters to something that's more peaceful. Now, you may be even thinking about relocating home to a place that has less sound or is more peaceful, somewhere where you feel you fit in. But I feel like you're in search of that element of, you don't really want to fit in, how can I put that without it contradicting itself? But maybe that's the point. Maybe you are a contradiction. That's what they're saying. Because they're showing me you want to fit in, but also you don't want to fit in. It's almost like you want to be your original kooky, quirky self that does things that are a little bit left field, but at the same time, you want to be amongst people who embrace you for that quality, okay? The Six of Swords does say that you're moving forward, okay? Either physically or in terms of a spiritual journey. You're becoming, you may have felt like you've been a bit more detached, okay, to see things clearly, which some people may have said you've been a little bit aloof recently or hidden or, you know, not seen for a little bit, but it's because you're coming back to your center, you're spiritually ascending. Now, I feel like those people are going to want you back in their life. They don't want you to be disconnected for a long time, Sag, because they actually care about you. Okay, the Six of Cups basically is that nostalgia, thinking about the good old days, but also reconnecting within that retrograde period to friends who are going to reach out to you. Could also be ex-lovers during this time. This is a return to the good old days, and also kind of like with that childlike spirit, remembering with nostalgia, you know, the goodness, the innocence, reuniting with people that really made you feel like there wasn't a care in the world, okay, a lightness there. So I'm going to pull a quick card on that for you, because when you get returns, sometimes it brings back people who tend to wound, and we got a 9 of Wands right there. So let me just clarify. I'm using the Way of the Panda Tarot to clarify this for you. Could you please clarify the 6 of Cups for my beautiful imagination station? But it's in the reverse. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We got 5 of Wands, Magician. Magician showing up twice in your reading. Okay, so basically, imagination station says, you know, if you're feeling a little bit disconnected to future goals and dreams, it may be because you're living in the past, or you're thinking about situations in the past, and it may be clouding your forethought for the future. So for example, if you know you should be focusing on a dissertation or a project or something like that, and you keep thinking back to, oh, remember when Sally said this to me about that guy, you know, or I wonder what that ex-love of mine is up to, or you know, you may not want that person back, but these thoughts may be coming back into your head. It's natural, it's a retrograde, okay? But just don't live there, don't dwell there, okay? Because you're actually disconnecting yourself from your manifestation potential in October. 5 of Wands says any conflict or any obstacles, whether you think people are not thinking about you, or, you know, caused you conflict in the past. The 5 of Wands in the reverse says you're overcoming any of those obstacles, you're focusing, you're streamlining, you're going to resolve any problems. So if there was anyone you've fallen out with, for example, or you just don't get on with, they rub you up the wrong way, there is a potential for you and this person to make amends there, and, you know, have a bit more peace. Doesn't mean you have to have them in your world, but they may reach out to sort of find a solution to a quarrel or something that you've had there. Also, I feel if you've been in training for something, battling away, trying to achieve something, I feel like this is your breaking point, your moment of epiphany and success. This card is a success card in the reverse, okay? So the Magician card again says you've got the potential to accomplish everything you're thinking of. You will be very, very successful. Just focus. This basically says there's a lack of focus, maybe because you feel like there's some obstacles in your way. Whatever those obstacles are, you can overcome, you can find a solution, and you're back to focusing again on your own needs and manifesting, because your powerful brain is really making things show up purposefully in your world, okay? It's almost like get focused on what it is that you want, because you can have it, okay? Whether that's new love, whether that's career. The Queen of Cups says, make sure you have self-care. Make sure you don't neglect your own needs when you're working really hard, or when you're focusing on other people's needs. The Queen of Water tends to be an energy, and that's why I say it with the 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Basically, it says if anyone does not make you feel good, or makes you feel insecure in any way, move on from them, let them go. Move on from any past situations that make you doubt your wonderful self, or make you clam up there. Now I'm going to pull a card on the Queen of Cups separately, because they are showing me the seahorse illuminated. So that is, there is potential to find love that stays with you by your side, a soulmate energy, if you go a little bit out of your comfort zone. Queen of Cups energy, even though you're a fire element Sag, there's a lot of passion here, of course, curiosity. And they want to bring me back. They keep wanting to bring me back to this Page of Wands. So either you were dealing with a Sagittarian in the past who's very curious about you in the present and going to return. I'll pull a card on that. But the Queen of Cups, because she's so emphatic, she's so nurturing, so caring, and male or female, it's not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. Queen of Cups tends to have people sometimes take advantage, okay, because of her loving needs. So make sure you move away from anyone who takes advantage in any way, whether that's at your workspace, whether that's at, in love. Just be mindful of that. Let me just pull a card on that Queen of Cups. Can you please clarify the Queen? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. I mean, you've got a lot of choice. Okay, to get 2 cards of choice, 2 of Pentacles there says there's going to be a choice for you to love someone, or there's going to be a choice in terms of career options, but following your heart, and something that really appreciates you for what you have to offer is important, okay? So make sure, for example, if you're going for a new job, that it's with a company or a workspace that actually, you know, appreciates your skill set, and doesn't see you as just another number, and you know, just make the money, just make the money. Okay, if you're being your own boss, of course, you know, a lot of people go, I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to set up my own business so I can have some free time. When you're your own boss, you tend to have no free time because you care more about the business than you do about someone else's business that you may be working for, and you find yourself working 24/7. You're like, oh, okay, this was a surprise. So basically they're saying there's a lot of options here for you. There's either a new project coming on in, or a new passion. Someone's going to spark your passion for them. You're going to be very curious about them, but also it could be a desire to create something with somebody. There's a lot of options here coming on in. The choice, I mean, the Seven of Cups also says choice as well. So you've got a lot coming on in. But I feel like there's something here that you thought was over is coming back around again. So whether that is, yeah, it's something that you care about, something that you deeply cared about, something, yeah, whether it's a person or a situation, it's coming back around again is what they're giving me. Now, how are you feeling in this moment? Or how are you feeling, you know, what is your advice to yourself in October? Lead with love. Okay, do everything that you put your attention to with love, follow your heart, but also taking a really honest, raw look at your heart, raising your vibrations, perhaps putting more music into your world to raise those vibrations, but also peace. You're signaling to the universe you want love, peace, and harmony. Okay, you may be trying to magnetize new love if you know, you're currently single, but if you're with someone at the moment, you may be being more open with that person, both of you being more vulnerable, and you know, it's almost like, sorry, they just showed me something. One moment, please. We got a little energy joining on the candle. The candle's starting to bubble. But they're giving me something about history. Either you're sharing a bit more of your family history with someone, or you're looking at your family tree and you're discussing it with someone. They're showing me, you know, when they have those little brackets that go, oh, this person married this person, and this person's surname was this, but then they got married, and it's a big old family line tree type thing. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Okay, now they showed me this before, so maybe this is for somebody out there who is a regular listener, and but they're showing me someone having a nosebleed. Okay, so again, they've shown me this image before. So either that's you and you've not gone and seen about it. I mean, I'm not medically trained to talk about anything like that, but I'm telling you what I can see. So if that's you, maybe check up on it. Or if you're someone who suffers from nosebleeds, perhaps you've been under a lot of pressure recently. They want you to have a bit more peace in your world. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. This may be a card also if you just want to find situations. Three of Wands. You want to get out there. You want to get out there, find love or find peace or follow your heart. You're just hoping for the right moment where you can just get out there. It's almost like, you know, when you've got one of the, I don't know, they're showing me this image, which is really, it's like a blast from the past. You know, and the younger people who are listening to this reading are probably not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, back in the day, you know those little sort of toy cars? They're about yay high, and you sort of like rev them backwards. You sort of, and then all of a sudden you put them down and they go whizzing off. You know, but you have to like wind up the engine. I feel like your engine is so wound up that you're like ready to go, that as soon as you get the go ahead to do something, you're like off. Okay, I just feel like you've gained traction. You're just waiting for the flag to wave, and then you're off. So I feel like you're done waiting, but you just still have to wait a little bit more, and then you're off. Okay. Now I do feel like you get to go off in October towards the end. I feel like you get a go-ahead on something, and then it's really quick what happens there. Now, what is the external circumstances? I mean, the universe is sending you a whole lot of money. This is about bossing up, either a new passion idea or something that you're trying to get started or you've been planning, really gets the go-ahead to, you know, and is very successful. This is like the Midas touch energy. The King of Earth is your King of they want me to say King of Enterprise. Okay, male or female, it's not a gender specific reading, but it's the masculine energy is to take action. So the circumstances right now are abundance, a lot of wealth coming towards you, you magnetizing, success, and having faith that what you've been working really hard on will be very successful here. This is, for your highest good of all. You're very driven, and your desires will accomplish great things. A lot of money coming towards you. If you're looking for love, for example, this is someone who is very committed. The circumstances are right to meet someone who's invested in you right from the get-go. Taurus energy. We've also got some Gemini energy here. I mean, you've got a lot of King energy. So I feel like you're in doing mode. You're ready to do, okay? And people are going to be attracted to your uniqueness. So don't hide your wonderful light. Okay, I feel like an opportunity is going to be found all over the place for you. I feel like, yeah, this is a large opportunity coming towards you for expansion. Now, hope and a fear. Interesting. The Emperor card in the hope and fear position indicates something may be holding you back, or you feel attached to something that you have to let go of before you move forward. It may also be like you're formulating a plan and you may feel like, maybe I'm not ready yet. I'm still in the thinking mode, okay, because you've got that King of Swords. There's no time like the present. Of course, get all your ducks in a row. Wow. I mean, that's a sentence that I think maybe that's come up before, but get all your ducks in a row is not something that I would typically say, but get all your ducks in a row. I guess that means get all your paperwork sorted, get everything ready, because you're ready to fly. You're ready to do something quite exciting. So if you're setting up your own business, you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur, you're going to be very successful. Or if you're stepping into a leadership position, you have what it takes to be a boss, a leader. You're a natural born leader. Just be mindful that you don't let power go to your head. That came up in Taurus reading as well, because you should be a fair boss rather than someone who power plays. I don't think you ever would do that, Sag, but the Emperor can also be an energy of maturity. But sometimes you don't want to be mature, Sag. With maturity comes a lot of responsibility. As I said, that word adulting, it's almost like it sends a shiver. You're like, oh, but adulting is boring. Why do we always have to be adulting? I want to be in this energy, the Fool card. I want to have fun. That's your juxtaposition energy that happens in October because of that 5th house of having fun being activated, your manifestation house of goals and dreams as well being in that 11th house. So it's going to be a moment of push-pull. Make sure you find that balance. That's what that Temperance card is about. But you have you have what it takes to be successful. The Emperor card is a card of success, of abundance, and having control over everything in your world. So if you've been feeling a little bit chaotic recently and thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to pay that bill, I've got to do that thing, you're always running out of time to do stuff, you're going to streamline a little bit more in October, and everything's just going to start just happening naturally, okay? Your plan, whatever it is that's being formulated, will go to term. So also the outcome position is Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands. Whatever it is, blood, sweat, and tears have been sacrificed to get to this point. You haven't come this far, Sag, to give up on something. You haven't come this far to, just stop right here. This card basically says persist, but know that your hard work and everything that you sacrificed to get to this position, that pain brings gain. There's a blossom right there. So it has been a difficult journey for you, Sag, but I feel like the rewards will be seen in October. And the King of Wands says, keep marching to the beat of your own drum. Don't let anyone dissuade you from your path or your visions or whatever it is. Be headstrong. Be that flame spirit, unstoppable energy. You are unstoppable. I mean, at every point, at every major turn, you're showing up with king energy, okay? So I feel like if you're looking for love, there is a potential for you to meet someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, someone who's boldly going to come towards you and love you, wounds and all, Sag. They're going to break down the walls and want to get to know you better. It's going to be worth it, okay? If you're wanting to mend something with somebody, because we do have that King of Swords there, I'm going to pull a card for you to find that out. But I feel like there's new kind of energy coming on in towards you. 9 of Cups tends to be new love coming on in, or someone who is very charming, someone who is very romantic. There's an attraction there. So either you have got your eye on somebody and, you know, you're wondering, do they, don't they, do they, don't they? I feel like you're going to find out that they do. Lots of positive energy. But let me just clarify. If you want to heal something with somebody, in terms of a romantic sense, let me see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They're just showing me the Queen of Cups right now, so that means self-care. We got Ten of Pentacles. You can, yeah. Ten of Pentacles says, yeah, there can be a high level of commitment here, as long as loyalty, as you see, there's a dog in that photo right there, loyalty, and that they make a commitment to stay by your side and invest fully in the relationship. It can be healed. You know, Ten of Pentacles can talk about marriage as well, so you and this person can commit to each other on a deeper level, but you need to meet each other halfway and respect each other, of course. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. One more. Can you please clarify the Nine of Wands for me, for my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? We got Six of Cups. So yeah, Six of Cups, wounded warrior connects to that. So someone who perhaps, you know, hurt you is making a return. Now that doesn't have to be someone who hurt you in love. It can be someone that you've fallen out with. I mean, your Six of Cups is there. It's showing up again. So this is in your near future. This is in your outcome. So they are indicating that, you know, you and this person can align yourselves with healing. You know, you can make it work, but it takes two. As you see, there's two people in that picture and a dog there representing loyalty, you know, commonality, coming halfway to meet each other in that sort of balanced energy. And the the Six of Cups does mean, you know, you can reunite with this person. This person's longing to connect to you. They're thinking about you, thinking about the good old days. Now they keep giving me a song, and you know, I've ignored it a couple of times, Sag, because it's just so mainstream, and I feel it, well, it has come up in a reading before, but they just keep saying, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. I keep saying I need to pay more attention to the lyrics of songs, so that I know what they're talking about, because sometimes it goes muffled. Because they've given me another part of the song, it's like, what you tell me about that, or something, but I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics of the song, and I suggest you do too, to see how, I mean, it could be coming from that Nine of Wands, okay? So whatever it is you've been battling away on, you will be successful at. October is a very powerful month for manifestation. Thoughts become things. If you do not want someone from your past to show up, Sag, don't let them into your mental field. Because, you know, even you'll notice in October, especially if you're thinking about someone, they're just going to send you a message. Even if you're thinking about your mom, or you're thinking about, you know, your friend, you know, you're just going to get one of those lots of synchronicities happening for you, that all of a sudden they just pop right out and they message you, okay? Because your manifestation skills are super, super strong. And, of course, your major houses are activated in that area. Now, to close the reading, I'm just going to give you a, thank you so much. We got yes, confirmation, yes. Okay, I will, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Now, just let you know, these cards that I'm using, the Atlas Oracle by CATRIN Rose Spencer, and also the Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody BERGSMA. We've got confirmation, yes, okay, and it says the answer is yes. So it's number 20. Now 20 is the Judgment card, weighing up your options, having an epiphany, and making a final decision. The Judgment card also talks about return energy, rebirth energy, second chance energy. So there's something coming back around for you, okay? So if you felt like, you know, your best days in your career are over, that's not true. It's coming back. If you feel like, you know, love has left you by the roadside, and, you know, you're there looking for love, but you feel like you've been abandoned by the universe, it's coming back around. But the answer is yes. So I feel, you know, more than anything that you're asking, is this going to happen, yes or no? I feel like it's more like an air punch, like, yes, it happened. I feel like it's a celebration energy coming from your reading. Also, we've got Owl Magic. Okay, so that full card is about believing in magic, that sort of, you know, childlike energy of believing you'll be successful and just going for it, and you will, coming out of a comfort zone. What if you knew that you were unstoppable, Sag? Because it looks like you're pretty unstoppable with this energy. Then you would just go for it, right? It says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Wow. Now, owl spirit there, obviously important. Owl sees everything, says nothing. Very wise old soul. And I keep telling you, Sag, the root word of Sagittarius is sage, of course, to be wise, to have wisdom. So very important. Also, you're going to see something 360. The owl is a bird of prey. So whatever it is that you've got on you've got your sights on, you're going to swoop down, you're going to just grab it all up, snatch it all up there for yourself, okay? And I'm just going to get you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for it, guys. Oh, okay. Wow, we got a lot going on here. There's a lot of trinkets. So we've got the skull and crossbones, a new start, end of toxicity, moving into a transitional energy of, you know, releasing anything that is has become stagnant, or you felt like you're in a pattern of that's weighing you down. You're reaching for something greater there. Oh, they want it on the 9 of Wands. Okay, so they're giving me persist, but make sure it's healthy for you. Okay, make sure you get rest. Don't burn the candle at both ends, of course. There's a bit of caution that goes with that energy. The 9 of Wands, it's like, don't burn the candle at both ends, but also, make sure what you want is what you truly want. What you're working for is what you truly desire, okay? We've also got the key, and the key has got a circle on it, connects to the World card. So you're about to unlock something quite exciting for you. The World card is about abundance, success, a new cycle, stepping into completion energy where you will be satisfied and fulfilled, okay? So you're about to unlock something, whether a message or something is coming towards you, because you've got a Page of Wands sort of energy coming from your recent past into your future energy. Where would you like this? Where would you like this? They want on the King of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of money coming towards you. Very important, okay? Very important, Sag. As soon as I picked up this trinket to have a look and see what it is, because I'm scrying at the same time. It's actually a feather, but as soon as I picked it up, I sometimes get like a black screen with white writing, and it says very important, okay? Just simply like that. But what they're giving me is that round about Halloween, okay, when the veil is very thin, Hallows... Basically, Hallows means, sacred. Someone who has passed in spirit that you consider very sacred. Look out for a feather in the run-up or just after Halloween. That's going to be in an unusual place. It is a sign from spirit or your ancestors to say they're protecting you and that things will work in your favor and that there will be peace. They're giving you final peace scene, trinket rather. So we got the peace there. There will be peace. Anything that you've had mental anxiety over, there will be peace, okay? They just said to me, okay, they just said, and the rashes will clear up. So either if you've got rashes, I mean, you could have something, maybe you've got some sort of skin allergy or something like that, or they said, and the rashes will clear up. So maybe you've got some sort of, maybe your root cause is anxiety. I mean, what would that be? Is it psoriasis or something, perhaps? But they're saying, and the rashes will clear up. So I don't know what that, well, that obviously is personal to you, so I'll leave it like that. Where would you like this? Where would you like this? Oh, they want it on the Magician card. Okay, so there will be peace. Keep focused on your goals and dreams and you will be successful, okay? Now, I hope something resonated here for you. If you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is champion yourself in September. I mean, you should champion yourself always, but September for the purposes of the competition, I want you to believe like you can be successful at anything you put your mind to, okay? If a little bit of doubt creeps in, just sort of reconnect to your center and be like, no, I'm focusing, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to do this, it's going to happen. I'm unstoppable, okay? And all you have to do is put 3 words in the comments box below. I will succeed, and you absolutely will, Sag. I'll pick a subscriber as the winner on the 29th of September, and I'll upload it in a video for you, okay? Hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sag. Love and light.